Welcome to the Undiscovered Realm of Self-Assessment by Carolyn, Kayla, Lindsay, and Steph.
Our focus today is on student-led three-way conferencing. This self-assessment tool allows students to take ownership over their learning. Student-led conferencing is appropriate for grades 3 through 5, as students are more able to articulate their strengths and weaknesses at this point. Younger grades can participate in student-led conferencing as well through celebration of learning. Student-led conferences give students the ability to present their learnings with their parents and teacher.
Students should focus on both their strengths and weaknesses during three-way conferences. It is important to get the students working on creating and maintaining a folder or portfolio early on in the year so they establish an understanding of expectations. Teachers lay out the expectations of conferences so that students have an understanding of what they have to prepare for. This student-led conference script provides guidance for how a conference should flow. It gives tips on how to introduce a conference and gives suggestions on the script for both the students and teachers. An example of this would be a teacher who begins the conference by directing the parents to hold their questions and comments until the end. The student then begins describing various examples of their work while explaining why they chose it. The students share their goals for each subject and discuss their strengths and weaknesses.
It is important for students to spend the time writing post-conference reflections. This would give them the opportunity to set new goals for future learning. If parents have further questions or concerns after the conference, they may fill out this form requesting a personal meeting. Who does student-led conferences benefit?
Everyone!
Teachers are able to guide student learning throughout the term. This allows them to get to know each of their students' needs and build lessons geared around those needs. Students build a sense of self and independence through self-assessment. They learn to take ownership over their learning and develop a sense of responsibility in what they learn. It also enhances their oral and communication skills. Parents learn about their children's interests and gain a better understanding of how their kids feel about their strengths and weaknesses.
There are many advantages to student-led three-way conferences. Students can show their parents work they are proud of that may not necessarily reflect in their report card grades. Improved communication with parents results in a deeper understanding of the student's learning.
Hello?
Students take the central role during discussions in the conference, which can build their confidence. These types of conferences encourage an open and honest dialogue, which will increase parental participation in school life and improve understanding of their child's learning. By taking the lead role in the conferences and preparing parts for their portfolio, students are able to grow independently. Student-led conferences don't focus on behavioral issues, which keeps the focus on students' learning. Students take responsibility for their own learning. They accept accountability for their progress and achievement and demonstrate a growing understanding of their development as independent learners. There are also some disadvantages to student-led three-way conferences. Some students may have trouble articulating to teachers and parents their strengths and areas of improvement in areas such as reading, writing, and mathematics. In other cases, student-led conferences can be inaccurate, as some students may only focus on their strengths. Teachers may also find it difficult to find appropriate time to go over portfolios and do pre-conferences with students in order to prepare for the conference. And if there are parents wishing to have a separate private conference with the teacher, there is even less time to plan for everything. And don't get me started about attendance. Attendance throughout the school year is often affected negatively by sickness, student traveling, and other reasons. It makes it difficult for teachers to ensure students have a variety of learnings to show at the conference. There are some questions to consider when thinking about this type of assessment. How many student-led conferences are appropriate to have in one school year? We suggest having the teachers lead the first one so the students can get used to the flow of the conference. This means the students would have to be ready to lead a conference as early as mid-March. Another question to consider is how accurate student-led three-way conferences are.